Well, here we are. Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. In this series, I will not hesitate to get rid of any one of you, aside from the pillars. You know who the trolls are. Lipstain. You have one more time. Trust. See, this live stream is not. Trust me, it's not the place to troll. This is not the place to try to say anything smart. Trust me, I wouldn't even hesitate. This rabbit hole series has been brewing, and yes, we're not gonna get 500 to 600 people as usually on the live stream. No big deal, Lipstain. See you later. Trust me, we won't hesitate. If you want to come back with another account, go ahead. Shout out to Mr. Morpheus MGTOW Rabbit Hole Fun. Guys, make sure you support me. I really need you guys' support to keep this thing going. Collectively. I times are getting tough. Okay? For all men, there's a war that's going to happen, I believe, in our lifetime. I really do. I was thinking, once you take away a man's freedom, a man's right to live, because let's be honest, we love to create families, we love to go out and work for women. We love it. Trust me. But when there's no women of quality and you have society against you and everything that she does is right and everything you do as a man is wrong, what does he do? What does that man do? Does he sit and twiddle his thumbs? I call this rabbit hole series a quiet storm because that's what it is. Every one of you men in here got something brewing in you. See, there's nothing of quality left out there for you. There's none of quality left. As a man, how do you survive? How do you live? False allegations, this, that. Now, this isn't depressing because I promise you, every one of you listening, I promise you, pickup artists and dating coaches I talk to anonymously, and they are dying inside. They're dying because they know there's none quality out there. They have to go out and pick up random women. That's how they satisfy their thirst. And over time, it's just stripping them of their power. A lot of you probably sit at home, maybe after this live stream, and you daydream. You go to sleep and you wonder, so what's next? After women, what's next? After work, what's next? Some of you have children that you cannot see. And you say, what's next for me? See, this is what I understand about men. I've really found out something about men. And it's a sick obsession that we have with the opposite sex. It's a sick obsession. We will go above and beyond. We will chop our legs off and give it to another woman if she needed them. Now, some men will buy cars, houses. They've done a lot for the opposite sex, for family members, for random women. I mean, just look at you. Look at all the money you spent on those women. Once you take that motivation away, you get a quiet storm. All that energy. See, these red pill gurus, these different groups, they don't want to admit this. They're hurting inside. They're trying to find a way to cope because their drive, their desire to go out and work and grind and build was for women. But when you don't have that quality of woman there, when all of them are nasty, ran through, ratchet. Let me tell you guys something real quick. About a week ago, started texting a female. Do you know what she did to me? She requested $500 for texting. I was in awe. I could not believe it. But this is the type of woman we're dealing with. A savage, ruthless, thirsty. She's out to get you. Heck, matter of fact, if you don't believe me, all you gotta do is go to my Twitter. I just tweeted a tweet 24 hours ago, and it has about 4,000 retweets and about 10,000 likes. And look at the women. See, I do things for a purpose. Everything I do in life is for a purpose. So I tweeted out a tweet. Heck, you can go look at it after this. And it's blowing up right now. It's going viral. And these are tester tweets just to see how women will react. Do you understand that the average woman is out to get you? Do you understand? See, here's the thing. When you take away that drive for a man to work hard for a woman, when you take that away, you create a quiet storm. You create a savage. Because now he's looking around and saying, everything I was taught, bred to do, all the energy that I put into a woman, this thing, now she's against me. See, the red pill is not for everyone. I'm here, you here. Does it suck? Not necessarily. But a lot of you toss and turn at night. Yes, TC. A lot of you toss and turn. A lot of you daydream. A lot of you at work. Going through the motions and wondering what's next. You're sick of this world. Excuse me. You're tired. Am I tired? Yes. Because that woman that you want to so love and take care of, you know that she's not on your team. Doesn't that suck? I want you guys to think of this. Just really think. You're designed and bred to take care of a woman, to make her happy. It's in you. Now, when you find out that that individual, that woman, will never appreciate you and it will never be reciprocated, and she's out to use you and discard of you, how do you live? How do you walk? How do you move? How do you sleep? How do you fucking eat? How? And a lot of you might say, well, I'm working for myself. But again, it's tough to override biology. It's tough. To say, you know what, fuck it. I'm out of here. I'll make more money. But you know you want to settle down with the whore. Don't you? You don't got to tell me. I get dozens of emails throughout the week. You know, Pastor Darius, I love your content, but I'm so diehard red pill, but I want a woman so bad. I want to give her the world and give her everything. That's how sick men have gotten. She's not on your side. A lot of men scratch and claw at night. I said before, you toss and turn. You're upset. You're disgruntled. I see a lot of men that are creating masculinity groups. Look at this shit. Creating masculinity groups. Hundreds and thousands of men joining together. Coming together and say, you know what, fuck this shit. Only way a man can continue down the road of chasing vagina and courting is if he has lost his mind. Because there's no way in hell. There's no way you can continue down that road and you know that the succubus, the woman, is out to get you. How can you? It's virtually impossible. It makes no sense. So now men are saying, you know, I'm going to put all the energy that I was going to put into a woman because that's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy. You know, guys, do you know how much energy it takes to work for a woman? Not just physically, financially, mentally, emotionally. If you take all that energy away and a man is sitting idle, what is he going to do? He's eventually going to find a way to use that energy. Now, could it be for something good or bad? That's his prerogative. But a lot of men are saying, I'm going to fight back. Because a lot of men have been lied to. I've been lied to. You've been lied to. Every man has been lied to. A lot of men are angry. That's why I said a red pill is not for everyone. Do I wish I would have found the red pill? Yes and no. I'll be honest. And every man will say yes or no. It's a wonderful thing. It's a great thing. But when you don't have a desire to grind for the opposite sex like we do, where's that energy going to go? And a lot of you say, well, just make more money. Well, a lot of guys make money for women. This red pill reality, it's a shitty reality. Let's be honest. You can fill your day up with a lot of stuff. Work, school, class, hobbies. But then, as you go home, and maybe you pump and dump here and there, fuck a woman, but then when you get into that shower, you're all alone. When you sit down on your couch, you're all alone. And you're wondering, how did you get there? How did this reality come to pass? A lot of you, see, you don't have to tell me this. You can fill your day up with whatever you want. Fill it on up with hobbies, work. Hell, you can work 100 hours a week. But when push comes to shove, you will be at home in the shower, hell, taking a bath with that rubber ducky. And after you're done eating, you're sitting and you're wondering. Hell, if you have a pump and dump and you fuck a woman, you're so afraid to get close to her that you got to kick her out. Over time, the red pill can do two things for you. It can help you save other men and help save money. Or two, it can turn you into a quiet storm. Now, do I believe that a man will start to do bodily harm to the opposite sex? Yes, I do. Because a lot of men are just fed up. It's tough. Listen, day in and day out, it's tough to face the reality that she will never really love you for you. Let's be honest. Yes, all your bills are paid. Yes, you have money in the bank account. Congratulations. This is what happens when you take the red pill. Congratulations. You have money saved up, your credit's good, you have a job. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. A lot of men feel that they feel that they've been swindled. They've been given the short end of the stick. Once they found out the 80-20 rule and the 80% of women will go for the top 20% of men, it's a shame. There's a lot of hard-working men out there. Fathers. Men that want to be fathers. There's a lot of men who feel as though, hey, I'm getting the short end of the stick. See, one thing that makes a man upset and disgruntled is when he does everything he's supposed to do and he doesn't get the results that he wants. So he starts to scratch his head and say, well, what am I doing wrong? Then he takes the red pill he found out about life. Then he's even more angry because he said, I've done everything I was supposed to do. Why did this happen to me? Why am I not getting the woman that I want? Why am I not getting that attractive woman? Why does this woman do this to me? A lot of men are upset. But it hurts, but it can only do two things for you. You can ignore it, or you can become a quiet storm. It's one of the two. See, you can't just be like, oh, well, listen. And I found that over time, once you ignore it, the storm is just going to build up in you anyway. It's going to build up over time. You know how I know? Go to any red man group. All these guys. Go to these different channels. Listen to every man. Matter of fact, he can be white, he can be black like myself, he can be Hispanic. Heck, there's an Indian MGTOW. There's an Asian guy. There's a guy from Australia. You can pick anyone you want. And over time, you can hear in his voice and in his soul that quiet storm building up. You can see men are fed up. Here's the thing, guys. A lot of guys don't have a YouTube channel. But I can tell you right now, a lot of guys do post stuff. A lot of guys do DM me, do message me. And they say, listen, man, I'm sick of this shit. They're just afraid to say anything out in public or post it because they don't want their family to find out. Me, you know I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of men that say, why should I work for you? Why should I break my back for the woman? Don't believe me? All you gotta do is go to my Twitter. I got a viral tweet going now in 24 hours. Men are tired. Boys are tired. Men are dying. So I was thinking, what happens when you go crazy? What happens when you lose your mind? What happens when you take too many red pills? What happens? Now, this quiet storm might be different for you. It might be different for the man down the street. But what happens when a man gets tired? When all that he was born and bred to do and love and cherish, what does he do next? How does that man feel? No one wants to be tricked and used. No one wants to be discarded like it's nothing. But unfortunately, that's your job as a man. From the woman's point of view, to use you and discard you. And after they do that, then you are to just tuck your tail between your legs and keep it moving. A lot of men are saying, no, I am not tucking my tail between my legs. I am not going to bow down to you, female. A lot of men say you should play the game better. A lot of men say you should just pump and dump. This is a whole shit show. Hell, Cuba Gooding Jr. is getting screwed. Every man is getting screwed by a woman. Every man. Everything that he did in life was to attract a woman. I mean, hell, Jeff Bezos. Everyone knows. Inside, a lot of men are just sad, angry, miserable. You know how I know men are sad, angry, and miserable? They won't say it. You know how I know these dating coaches and pickup artists are sad, miserable? See, I've gotten this gift. Not to beat my chest in, but I got a gift of discernment. Now, if you go look up discernment, you can find the Webster's definition of that, Wikipedia. But I have this gift of looking at a man. No homo. Looking at any individual. But for a man, I can see into his soul, and I can see how damaged he is. How fragile he is. How weak he is. Suffering, pumping and dumping. See, it's gotten to a point, guys. Men understand female nature. And they say, oh, I took in a red pill. Now I'm just going to pump and dump. That's not necessarily good for him long term. It's not good for him long term. Because deep down in his soul, he's saying, I want that woman to take care of, but I know I can't, so I'll just fuck you and toss you, and I'll fuck another one and toss her, and I'll fuck her and toss her and fuck her and toss her. And he does this for so many years, and it's damaging him, and he's sitting at night, twiddling his thumbs, looking through his phone, trying to build his roster to pump and dump because he just needs that hit. He needs it. But the red pill, it's damaged him in a way. Because he can never love a woman like he used to. So only thing he can do is pump and dump for years and years and years and get that epinephrine, that dopamine hit, and then he's looking for the next hit. like a crack addict, like a heroin addict, scratching and clawing. Yes. Have I fucked tons of women? Oh, Jesus Christ, I lost count. Have you fucked tons of women? Yes. But you're afraid to get close because you know that snake is out to do real damage. I know that snake will damage me. Hell, I'll be the first one to admit. You know me, guys. Y'all know me. Will it feel good for a woman to be around long term? Oh, hell yeah. But the ramifications of that are not good long term. You get close, you get bitten, you get eaten. I mean, listen, here's the thing. If you think you're some exception to the rule, then go right ahead. Go right ahead. You don't got to be here. Hell, unsubscribe. But you know the truth. See, even if you try to leave and you try to continue with your life, and that's great. And you say, you know what? I've learned everything I needed to learn about the red pill and female nature. So I'll go out there and settle down. And when she does you dirty, it hurts even more. See, a lot of men say you have to focus on your purpose. Well, every man does that, son. Every man focuses on the purpose, kiddo. Duh. Focus on your purpose. I mean, come on. But after you focus on your purpose, what you gonna do? After you focus on your purpose, what's next for you? A lot of men don't know what's next. I have many purposes. Listen, you're listening to me. This is one of my purposes. Trust me. And a lot of men, they want to pump and dump. It's great, but they know it's eating them up over time. I'm telling you, the pump and dump route is eating you up over time. It ate me up. I stopped pumping it up. I said, listen, this is not good. It's not good. A lot of guys, like Adrian Diaz, so Darius, when does this quiet storm end? When will the storm be unleashed? To be honest with you, I have no clue. It's different for every man. But I know, and I see men, they're tired, man. A lot of men are tired of life. A lot of men just want a hug. A lot of men feel as though that if I do a woman dirty, that's going to fulfill his satisfaction. A lot of men just want a hug. But he knows if he gets that hug, he'll get attached. He knows if he gets that hug, that woman 9 times out of 10 is going to do him wrong. It sucks to know that. To see something that you want so badly, but then you see how painful it could be if you stick around. That's torture. That's torture. That's sick. Matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. Let's say, give you an example. Let's say you're outside in 110-degree weather and you see a jug of water. Matter of fact, let's say you're walking through a desert. This is how it is dealing with a woman. Let me tell you how it is. You're walking through the desert in 125-degree weather. Hell, the Sahara Desert. and you see a jug of water, no Mirage, but that jug of water looks really good, but it's hot water. But it looks really good. You say, listen, I need something to drink. So you drink that water, and it's hot. That's how it is when it's with dealing with women. You drink the water because it looks good and you're thirsty for it. But it's warm, hot water. Hell, it's contaminated. You can take it a step further. Hell, it's salt water. That's how it is dealing with a woman. Like, how can a man survive? Can't survive out here, man. Life is cruel, man. You thirsty outside? Just remember that analogy. That's how it is dealing with a woman. You hot, you've worked all night, all day, and you see that jug of water is filled up, and when you take a sip, it's hot. It's hot water. You want it so bad, don't you? I know you do. You listen. You don't got it. You don't have to tell me. You want it so bad. Look at you. Some of you are sitting there. I hope the society collapse, man. When is society gonna collapse, Pastor? Look how sick you are. You want society to collapse so you can get that woman back under your control. I can tell you right now, it ain't gonna collapse anytime soon, son. It's over. When is society gonna collapse? Just wait, man. Once women lose their jobs, these bitches, they've been selling pussy from the beginning of the time. You think they gonna lose out on money? Do you think so? They take your money. They take the simps' money. A lot of men are waiting for a collapse. That's how thirsty men want love. Shout out to Mickey FC. We got a few guys that contributed. Mike from Bensonhurst, I believe, up there. Mickey FC said, I'm a single man. The road is my home. I'm shut down tonight off US 95 in Nevada across from the Bunny Ranch. Being a monk, I'm grateful for the opportunity to invest my shekels in the brotherhood priorities, brethren. Shout out to Mr. Mickey FC. Love you, man. Appreciate you for supporting. He's always here. All you men who support. Somebody dropped a 20 shekel donation. Listen, you guys keep this thing going because this is a bigger issue. See, the reason why we have this, shout out to Boost Coyote as well, Ralphie. The reason why we had these lectures and sermons and these rabbit holes, because, see, on the surface, yeah, I can talk about pickup and all that all day. But you know after you done fucking that bitch, you going to be sitting at night. Once you get home from your fucking job, you're going to be sitting at night, twiddling your thumbs. Alone with your thoughts. Because deep down, what you really want to do is go home to a female and some children. But you know the state gonna take that shit. She gonna take it. That's what's eating you up. You don't gotta tell me anything. I know you want to come home to a bitch. I know you do. You know how I know? Because I do. Every man's normal. But again, you have to make the requisite adjustments. A lot of men think they can train a woman like a dog. To a certain extent. But how much energy is that going to take? See, I told you guys. The pumping and dumping it's damaging to your soul. Only reason when you pump and dump is because you don't want to get close to the snake. That's the only reason. You fucking chuck women because you don't want to get too close to that snake. Because you know that if you do, your life is done. So it's eating at you. It's eating. You train it you train that dog, eventually it's gonna bite. Society will not collapse. You know why? Let me tell you why society will never collapse. Because us men won't let it. We have this itch, this switch to save everything. Do you fucking think that the society we built, we just gonna let that collapse? We just say, well, I see that building burning. No! It's in us to say, the building's burning with women in it. I'm going to save everybody in that building in the process of me dying. That's why it's tough for you to sleep at night. Because you want to save some bitch. It's in you to save sluts. It's in you. But what happens when that drive to save sluts is no longer there? See, a lot of these questions are what if, because I want you to think. What happens when that drive to save and have a family with a woman is not there? What happens when you're on your purpose and you're on your mission and you have hobbies and you have different things going on? What happens when you're all finished with that? A lot of guys say they have a pointless existence. A lot of men say, I'll play my Xbox, betting, cars. A lot of men say they go to church, religion, writing. But deep down, you know for a fact what you want. You know for a fact what you want. You don't got to tell me. I talk to men on a weekly basis. They tell me what they want. They say, so after this red pill, what do I do now? I said, what do you mean what you do now? Yeah, I work. I got things going on, but what do I do now? A lot of you men want children. You want to see that peanut head boy running and playing sports. Let me ask you guys a question. What happens when the opposite sex, women, turn against us? What happens? Do you go save them? Do you go help them? What happens when there's a female leader? What happens when a man gets tired? Because I found out once a man gets tired, it is a thunderstorm. See, once a man gets tired, it's not a good feeling for the individuals around him. If enough men get tired, and enough men have gotten tired, a lot of men are silent. See, I got a YouTube channel and I got Twitter, and people hear me. But there's a lot of men like myself who have the same mind frame, the same thought process as myself. And they are tired. Look at Reddit forums. So many Facebook groups are growing. You know why? Because men are tired. A lot of men are just tired and fed up. So when that man is tired, what does he do? Only thing he wants is love and appreciation. You know you do. I know you listening. You don't gotta sit there like, man, dearest, you want love, affection, and that fucking family. Who you can work for. A lot of men want to go to Asia. Just think. Men are traveling different countries. They're taking trips to find that soulmate. When will feminism end? I don't know. Tomorrow, next week, 5 years from now, then I don't know. Never. When will things get better? Will enough men walk away? Listen, even if there's enough men that walk away, there's still so many simps and beta males that there's nothing you can do. They outnumber us a billion to one. What happens? That's what needs to be asked. If enough men get tired, what happens? Me personally, I don't know. Because I know a lot of men are tired of being demonized. That are tired of sitting at home and laying around and they can't see their children. What happens? Does he do bodily harm to another woman? To other people? What happens to his spirit? What happens with enough men band together? A lot of men do have crazy expectations for a woman, for the opposite sex. Every man has expectations. Will your kids turn on you? A lot of you want children. A lot of you have children. You can't even see your fucking kids. You can't even see your children. But you paying an arm and a leg. What happens to that man when he gets tired of that? What does he do? What happened to that man that gets falsely accused at work and that random slut, that woman, takes his livelihood? What happens? What happens to that man who trusts a woman and fucks her raw and he gets herpes? What happens? What happens when you've fucked a ton of women and you sitting there at home empty inside? What happens? What happens next? There's a lot of men who are good men that I know personally. And they say, Derek, you have saved my life. And I say, awesome, I appreciate it. But then they say, listen, man, but. And I say, oh, listen, I can't answer your buts. I can just say, but what happens? I don't know. I can't ask you your questions that you have. It sucks to go through life with unanswered questions. There's a lot of men who are just fucking good men. I know a lot of... Listen, let's keep it like this. Every man is born a good man. You know how I know? Let's say the guy was born in the inner city of Chicago and another guy is born in the Bay Area or San Francisco. Those two are good men. You know why those two are good men? Despite him being in an urban area and another boy being in the Bay Area, a nice area. You know how I know both of them are good men? Because they're built to be good men. That's their biology. To help, save, build, construct, teach. Every man is built to do that. Every single boy is built to save, build, construct, create. Every man is. Every boy is. No matter what upbringing he had. But what happens when he becomes damaged? What happens? When all that he worked hard for, all that he was told that would never do him wrong, what happens? Do I know? I don't know. It's all subjective to every man. But there's a lot of men who are going to get off this live stream and scratch their head and cry and claw and wonder why. Yes, we can say it's all expectations, but every individual, every man has expectations. A good man is room, Mr. Bugatti. A lot of men are conflicted because they are good men, but they say, you know what, I can't get burned, so I got to adapt. A lot of men have adapted, man. A lot of men have adapted and said, well, I seen this guy get done dirty, and I don't want to get done dirty by a woman, so now I have to adapt into a savage. A full-blown savage. Correct? A lot of you are just savages. The vast majority of you. Matter of fact, every one of you. You have no choice. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, a weak man creates hard times. Life is evil. Listen, I wish I knew about this when I was a kid. There's a lot of good men out there that's listening to this right now. Wherever you at, you know where you are now. You're a good man. You're a good guy. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. You're just such a good man. Oh, good job, Jimmy. Good job, Billy. You're such a good man. You're such a good gentleman. But then you keep getting your shit taken. You're such a good guy. Wow, why? But you keep getting your shit taken. She keep fucking you in your ass. Did she take your shit and toss you? Use you and toss you. Sooner or later, he has to adapt. I mean, hell, you got to be nice. Even if you're a good man, you get the last of the pickings. You get the last. Sometimes I sit around on my couch or in my bed after I take a shower, and or I look myself in the mirror, or I sit in the dark and I say, wow, how did I become this savage? Now, do I go out and do bodily harm or commit evil acts to individuals. No, hell, I go to 9 to 5 just like you. I say hello and goodbye just like you at work. When it's time for me to take a lunch break, I eat my lunch. I don't say anything to anybody. But it's a savage that's been built up over time. They don't know about me. They just say, oh, Darius doesn't say anything. Of course I don't say anything. I'm a stone cold savage. Now, a lot of individuals say, well, Darius, you seem like a good man. I get this all the time. Darius, you seem like a great man. You seem like a good guy. And why are you still single? Well, the fact of the matter is, I want to tell them that I'm a quiet storm and I'm a savage, but I can't tell them that. They won't understand. See, they think, Darius, you're a good man. No. Darius is not a good man anymore. That good man is gone. Do I feel bad for the women that are in my path or in the way to get pumped up? No. Because they didn't care about me. See, a lot of individuals think, well, Darius, you're a good father. You're not a good man? Oh, of course I'm a good dad. I'm not a good man. See, in order to survive out in this world, you're going to either eat or be eaten. And I'm not about to be fucking eaten. You know the men that get eaten? The fucking Jeff Bezos. Those type of men get eaten. See, the individuals who go out of their way to please a slut or a whore, those men get eaten. You know who gets eaten? The men who take these sluts on dates and pay for things, they get eaten. I'm not about to get eaten. People don't know me. They see me, hey, oh, you got beautiful daughters. Yes, the fuck I do. And I look at them, and you know what's talking inside me? Do you know what's inside of me? They don't even know. Look at Brad Pitt. He's a good guy. What a good guy. He's a good fucking guy. They don't know what's inside of me. They don't know what's brewing in me. Now, am I hurt? No. But I'm a smart savage. Oh, yeah. Hurt? No, not at all. That red pill rage has been gone for a long time. But this is a whole different phase. This is a new regime. See, this is the quiet storm that's in me. And people don't know. They just say, Darius, you're 30 years old. You seem like such a good man. And I just kind of smirk and smile with an evil smile. They say, you have nice teeth. You're a tall guy. You're not. You're single. How is that? And I look at him and say, well, I don't. You know what I tell him? I lie to him. I say, well, I don't know why. I'm just busy with life. They don't know what's brewing inside of me. Bitch, I will pump and dump you and rip the hair out of your fucking scalp. And push you in the way of oncoming traffic. That's what's inside of me. Oh, Darius, you're such a good guy. The fuck I'm not. I will chop your titties off and make you eat them. Raw. Both of your titties. But see, they don't know that. They say, well, Darius, you're just such a good guy. You're no. See, the individuals, this is a quiet storm. They don't know these thoughts. Now, will I act on these thoughts? No. So you might say, well, Darius, let me unsubscribe. You crazy. Well, you have to have a little crazy to get through this life. You have to have a little crazy to navigate and survive in this life, because if you don't, you're just gonna get ate up. That's just the nature of the beast. Let's just be honest. You have to be crazy. It is a dog eat dog world. And trust me, I'm not gonna be eaten. I've been eaten before. A few times in my life. I've been eaten before. But that's not gonna happen again. That was in another body. That was another life. That's the old me. See, it's two me's now. This is a new me. A lot of individuals think that, oh, here's Darius, and hey, how's it going? And what have you been up to? They don't know what I've been up to, what's been brewing in me. They don't know the savage, the dog that's been brewing. They don't know the quiet storm that's been growing in me, that's ready to be unleashed. I don't know what's going to be unleashed. But I know I'm growing stronger and stronger and stronger. Mentally, psychologically. I'm a genius. See, guys, you are way ahead of the curve. Do you understand we know more than 98% of men on this planet? You telling me that's not a genius? If you know more than 98% of men on this planet, I would think that's a genius. I believe so. Only 2% know what we know. You got men at 50 years old getting cucked out. And they asked me, what should I do, Darius? And they're lost. They're lost. A lot of men are still wifing up single mothers. They're lost. A lot of men don't know the true nature of women, and they just don't know the power that they have themselves. They're lost. Isn't that? They're lost. I know, we know more than 99% of men on this earth. They would never know this, what we know. They're confused. They're lost. And women are counting on them to be confused. See, that's why they can't have us in here like this, man. They can't have us in here. They have to disrupt shit. That's why they try to flag videos and content. Because they say, well, we can't have these savages growing like this. We got to get the weeds out while we can, girl. Hey, sister girl, let's shame these men and say they gay. That's what they do. Because they know if we wake up, oh, that's no money for them. There's no free meals for them. There's no dinners for them. There's no rings for them. There's no marriage for them. There's no shoes, no trips, no gift bags, no dresses. They can't exchange pussy for sex, for money anymore. This is why they try to take us down. No housing. They try to shame you. No family. See, they don't want a family. Only thing they want is your money. They just want your resources and security. God, I don't know what else to say. If you can go out and be with a woman like that, listen, by all means, just unsubscribe. That's all you got to do. I'm not telling you to be here. You don't got to be here. But these women are counting on you. This is why we have women in here, because they know that, damn, they're catching on to us. Shit. What the hell we gonna do? They catch it on. They're supporting each other. For the most part. Financially, they're supporting each other. What's going to happen when too many men wake up? See, that's why they can't. See, the bigger the channel, the more threats you get. Because they know you reach so many different men. And they can't have that. You listen, I've talked about this before in the Rabbit Hole series. You're a slave, they can't have you off the plantation. If they have you off the plantation, then you can go tell other men, other boys how good it is when you off. When you're not a slave anymore, what you think gonna happen? You just gonna run off into the sunset? No, you gotta say, hey, over here is better. Over here is more fun. Over here is more freedom. This is why they can't have any of these channels. This is why they hate when you guys support. Because that's one less shekel, one less dollar for the sisterhood. One less dollar for the whore. When you're awake, it's not good for them. It's not good for society. Because society is counting on you to not be awake. They're counting on you. Because once you wake up, then how are things going to be built? You're going to say, well, I'm out of this game. See, it's all a game. This is a game that these women are playing. They need you. Society needs you to work. You stupid slave. You stupid dummy. Society needs you to break your back. Because without you, how are things going to be built? You think women going to build anything? Hell, they would never approach you in real life. They would never do anything for you. Besides, suck your little dick. They barely do that. Society needs the plow horses, and women are not. See, you guys understand, women work for themselves. They work for themselves. They might buy you a sweater, but you better buy that $50,000 car. They work for themselves. You work for society. You create. You provide. She buys things for herself. They are selfish. That's why you need to stop being selfish. You need to start looking out for yourself and for fellow men. You've been looking out for the horse so long. How long you been looking out for that slut? A year, 2 years, 20 years. How long? How long? See, a lot of men, including yourself, you know what I look like. You know what my black ass looks like. But a lot of you, you sit behind maybe your laptop, maybe your phone, and you're listening. Because you're fed up. You need energy. This is crack to you. Isn't this heroin? You need that another hit because you want to know what's next for me. Either you listen to this or you provide for the whore. Listen, you don't have too many choices in life. You can go this red pill route or you provide for the whore. If you don't think it's any other different route, please tell me. Because I've researched out what other route. You provide for the slut and the whore, or you go this route and become a free agent. Hell, I'd rather just go this route and the red pill route than to go to the provider beta route, then she milked me for my little chips and coins. Then I got to be at this route anyway. Why not just do it now? I might as well just do it right now and that's it. Get it over with. Shout out to Elusive Mike. Here I am, woman. The man you created, a quiet storm. I am hyper vigilant. I see right through you. You can't mess with us. That's what they hate. You know how many women, guys, let me tell you how smart women are. Do you know they're built and bred to read you emotionally? Do y'all know that? Some of y'all might say, there's no. Listen, women are built and bred to read you emotionally. Not logically. I mean, it's not logical. They're not logical. That's why the women is so, the female is so, is we're always in awe of her. Because she's built to read you and go off emotions and manipulate. If I don't know, that's a magnificent creature. Now, granted, they aren't logical, but they're designed to manipulate you emotionally, to get to you psychologically. And too many men give into it. They don't want you to know their manipulative tactics. Women are legit geniuses at manipulating and confusing and tricking men. Some of you might say they're witches, but that could go either way. Yes, they're cowards. But they don't know. They don't want you to know that they're manipulative. They want you to think that, oh, I love you. I would never do you wrong. They're always plotting. Guys, do you understand a woman will see you and plot on you from day one? She will look at you and say, oh, the games begin. Do you understand that? See, the female mind is sick, man. It's sick. It will make you sick. It will make you want to vomit. Yes, Mr. JD, they do play the long game. See, the female mind, once you get into the female mind, it makes you want to throw up. And I start to see, this is why women are so sick. See, we weren't supposed to know this. We weren't supposed to get into the mind of the female. We wasn't. Why do you think you're so sick at night? I don't like this shit. It makes me sick. Knowing what I know about these sluts, it makes me want to vomit. Now that I know everything I know, in and out, it makes me want to puke. Sometimes I wish I didn't know any of this. And I say, oh, damn, no wonder why they're so miserable. It's making me miserable. Please, if you have any if you spot any trolls in there, I'm going to get rid of you. Please point them out. It makes me sick. Knowing female nature. And I wonder, I say, wow, so this is why women are so miserable? It makes me miserable and want to vomit. Now I see why they're miserable and lonely. I see why they're disgruntled and always unhappy. Hell, if you dive too much into female nature and you know so much, you'll start getting disgruntled and angry. And I start to see, well, damn, this is why men are so excited and elated and happy, and women are always unhappy, because they're unhappy creatures. I wish I didn't know about female nature. Now I'm sick. Do you understand that? I'm sick. You're sick. This makes you sick, knowing what we know about them. Because it's poison. We weren't supposed to know this. Once you understand female nature and the knowledge of how they operate, it will make you sick mentally and spiritually. Emotionally, it will make you sick. A lot of men lose out on motivation to do anything. Because you don't want to work for the whore. Why would you want to work for something that... Well, see, here's the thing. It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense. You want to go out there and work and grind for a woman who cares nothing about you. Please, somebody help me. I need help. Tell me, you have to rationalize this. You want to go out there and work for an individual who is only with you because they can benefit and get resources from you. Please tell me that I'm not crazy. I know I'm not. I can't be crazy. Wait a minute. So I'm going out there and working for and getting bread and resources for a female who's just with me because I can provide for her? Give her something? I don't know how you live life like that as a man. That's why I said a red pill isn't for everyone. A lot of men, they don't know what to do. Shot the greener grass. What's in it besides vagina and a grilled cheese? It sucks to know that she's not with you for you. It sucks to know that if you lose your your job, she's gone. I didn't want to know about hypergamy. I didn't want to know about any of this. I didn't want to know about any of this. But I'm glad I know. A lot of you think that she's your best friend. I've laid up at night and talked to a woman, and I told this woman how I felt, many women, and now they know where to be found. I don't know where they are. You thought she was your best friend. You thought that you made memories and you thought that she could never leave you. You pillow talked her, sucked her titties, ate her funky vagina that you knew that smelled like fish, but you knew that you loved and cared about her so much, so you plugged your nose up. You funky, dirty dog, you. You sick fuck. Some of you ate her butt out where she shit from. You nasty fuck. You know that? You know who you are. Eating up funky vagina. She's so fat, you gotta push some of the stomach up just to get to the clit. Oh! Why did I do that? A lot of you doing that still. For the love of the golden vagina. Sucking toes, you dirty, funky dude. A lot of you are liars. So you know why? Because you worship the vagina. You worship that snatch. And that's why women treat you any type of way. This is why I call you a loser. Do I care about you, how you feel? No, because you are a loser. You eat funky fish. Pig feet. And you buy gifts. Yeah, you buy drinks. Look how nasty you are. Look how stupid you are. You do all of that. And the woman's getting not just pleasure, but her bills paid. You know, listen, I know how you black men get down. Y'all know how y'all get down. You love playing with pigs, playing with Miss Piggies and Fat. Let's be honest. A lot of you enjoy misery and pain. You love it. It's nasty. So what's next for you? You always ask me. After you've accomplished what you want to accomplish, what's next? Because deep down you want that whore. That is disgusting. You lay down with pigs. Fat. You nasty. How you in shape and you fucking a pig? Makes no sense. That's how thirsty so many men are. They say, well, I might as well fuck a fatty. Did you tired of that? I agree. A lot of, different passages, the Bible, etc., they describe female nature, and I wonder, why did we get put on this earth with these individuals? Why? Why is that? Us hardworking good men, we're put on this earth with an individual who just wants to use us? That doesn't make sense. We're put on this earth to get along with an individual who's here to manipulate us? Shout out to Mr. Cal, not Superman. Great to see you, my brother. Supporting big time as usual. Him and Mickey dropping red bombs. Much appreciated. See, I know a lot of men who lay at home at night and they thought they was going to get the blowjobs of their life for till death do us part, and that woman pull back sex. So only thing he does is go home and go to work, go home, go to work, go home and go to work. That's all he does. That's all he does. He's hurting deep down. He gets no affection. Because, see, women are intelligent. They know how to withdraw stuff from a man to get shit out of you. There's a lot of married men that jag off. There's a lot of men in long-term relationships that jag off. A lot of men that sleep on the couch. A lot of men who get no emotion. No touch. There's a lot of men. Some of you listen to this right now, you're in a long-term relationship or married, and you get no affection. You get no touch. You get no sex. You get no blowjobs. You get nothing. That eats at a man over time. Because he signed his life up to be a slave. He committed his life to be a slave. Now he gets no reparations. That's when the quiet storm begins. See, us men, like a 2-liter, we get shaken up, and over time, we gonna explode. A lot of men are tired of being done dirty. You get no food made. You get no back rubs. Some of you ask, are there any good women? I had a lot of time to think over that for years, and no. Because women are opportunists. See, guys, there's no good woman left. She's talking to you for a benefit. She's with you for a benefit. And when that benefit runs out, she's out. That's not a good person I want around me. Yes, okay, we can concede that, yes, women are here for resources and provision. We understand it. But once the affection, once the attention runs out, she's gone. It's gone. Just think about, all of you think right now, how old you are, and you were with a woman you were in love with. Every man's been in quote unquote love, the euphoria, and now, for whatever reason, that woman is gone, and now you're sitting there, and you think about it from time to time. You say, "Man, what happened to that girl? I really loved her." Let me tell you something. She didn't love you. You think she's thinking about you? What happened to that guy? I really liked him. No, she's not thinking about that. Your ex is not thinking about you. Your ex-wife isn't thinking about you. She's on to the next deal. And a lot of men say, get a conservative woman. A lot of men say, well, just get a woman who is more religious. You gotta understand, you can't override biology. You can't override biology because she's here to use you as a sacrificial lamb. I don't know about you, but that's not I can't go that route anymore. I've tried that route. And then a lot of people say, well, that's just women. That's how they are. I don't want to, I can't give my all to a woman and get half-ass. I agree, Elusive Man. A lot of, when you try to explain, or when you do explain something to a woman, she doesn't like that. All you got to do is explain female nature to a woman. She's not going to like that. Because she knows that this one guy I can't manipulate. You know how many women I've ran off when I talked about female nature? You know how many women that just didn't want to talk to me or deal with me? You know why? Guys, I'm telling you, I promise you, the good Lord is my witness. You got to understand, when you're intelligent and you cannot be manipulated, when you are a quiet storm, women can look into your soul and sense that I cannot get what I want out of him. She needs a retard. You understand that? I'm serious. Do you understand that? She needs a retard. Some of you like, well, elaborate. I'll elaborate a little bit. Tell me if this is not retarded or not. Everybody knows what a retard is, right? Hell, if you don't know, type in retard, you go see. She needs a man who will say, I will stop everything that I'm doing in my life to work a job that I necessarily don't want to go to buy a house for a woman, to buy a ring, to pay for the wedding, to pay for the car. She needs a retard to do that. That is a retard. To stop whatever you doing and take care of her. That is a full-blown retard. And you guys fall for it. You go for it every time. Down syndrome boosted. I can't realize there's something in, it has to be some sort of mental instability for you to do that. What happens when a man is awake and say, you know what, I'm not going that route? You have that. Something has to be wrong with you to do that. To say, hey, you know, the system is against me, but I'll still go out and do it. That's a sick love. That's a sick love. A sick addiction. Because she would never do that for you. Wow. Why on earth would a woman who has a lot of... Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you seen a fucking millionaire marry a fucking average guy? Tell me. Now, aside from Jeremy Meeks, when was the last time you seen a multi-millionaire dollar woman marry an average fucking guy? I'm going to say that one more time. Since you don't fucking listen to me, you retard. When was the last time you seen a woman, a multi-million-dollar woman, marry a fucking man who makes, let's just say, $75,000 a year? Let's say $100,000. You will never see it. You know why? Because she's not a retard like you, dumbass. Stupid. She knows you're stupid to do that. She knows for a fact that you so dumb, you so mentally ill that you will sacrifice your money, your livelihood for her. She knows she can live in a fucking homeless shelter and she can throw on some makeup and get a millionaire overnight. She knows that you're stupid. Because no woman would ever do that. She would never go to guy that makes less than him. Now, you got your exceptions for the Pookie and Ray Rays and Tyrones. But nevertheless, the average guy, she can look into the soul of a simp. This is why a lot of women run off. Because they know that if he's not a simp, she don't want you. She doesn't. Forgive me. It is depressing. See, women aren't brain dead. They're intelligent because they know how to sniff out a sucker. They know how to sniff out a dummy. A lot of you get depressed sometimes, like Gorilla Bear Tech says. Very mild. You know why you guys get depressed? Because you know deep down, even if you pump and dump, even if you go monk, that you still have that itch, that primal instinct to take care of a woman. That's why you depressed. You don't got to tell me. Depressed. You know you're depressed because no matter how many hobbies you have, no matter how many hours you work at night, you want to come home to a whore. But you want to come home to a woman who cares. But you know deep down she would never care. That's a shitty life to live. It's an unfortunate life. You can try to ignore it all you want, but you know what the real deal. You know you're hurting inside. A lot of men are walking around. You can go see them after you get off work, 4 or 5 p.m., and just look. Mindless zombies walking, hurting inside. See, that's why when I see these couples married or a guy with an attractive woman, I see that he's miserable. He has to put on a front. He has to smile. But he know deep down when he goes home with that woman, he's in hell. I know many men. They talk to me. They talk to me, guys, and they tell me how shitty their life is with these bitches. Why you saying, man, she got a fat ass dude. You lucky, bro. You know what they tell me? Man, bro, I hate this bitch, man. Yeah, she look good on the outside, but inside she's a fucking demon. You go home to a woman, she stops shaving her legs. Her titties are getting saggier. Her skin is not as elastic. And now you hate life. Because you can't quit your job. You quit your job, she's going to get rid of you. But she can get as fat as she wants to. And deep down, there's a quiet storm building up in you because you want to tell your girlfriend that she's fat. You want to tell her that she's fat. You fat fuck. You nasty bitch. You want to tell her that she's fat, but you know if you tell her she's fat, you're going to hurt her feelings. So you keep that quiet storm inside and say, oh, honey, you look beautiful. But you see her fucking gut hanging over her fucking belt buckle. You see her pull the leggings all the way up to her titties to suck her gut in. You want to tell her she's fat. You know you don't like fat bitches. You know you don't. Liar. All you black men in here, liar. You don't like BBW. You settle for it. You dirty dog. You know you don't like fat bitches. Stop lying to me. You lied to me. Sean G, that will be re-uploaded. I'll get into that another day. I know that. A lot of married men, a lot of men in relationships are miserable. She used to suck dick till the skin fell off. Swallow you up, but now he barely gets the head of his dick sucked. And he's hurting. It's a quiet storm building up, brewing. He wants to tell his girlfriend something. He wants to tell her, baby, I want you to suck my dick more. But he knows that, if I tell her that, she's going to get upset. A lot of times she just look at your little dick. See, she don't have to please you anymore. She don't have to work out. Why? She doesn't have to, Kevin H. Shout out to Countdown Superman. Once again, thank you for showing your support, brother. She don't have to do any of that. But your dumb ass better stay in shape. You better continue to go to that job. Because if you don't, she's going to get rid of you. That's how fucking easy it is. You know you can't tell that woman to work out, because if you do, you know for a fact she's going to leave you and she's going to get with another simp. You're not even allowed to have standards. That's why it's eating at you at night. Be honest. It's eating at you. Because you want to have a standard. You want more for your life, but you know that if you tell her to do something, she ain't gonna listen. If you tell her, hey baby, I want you to we should go to the gym together. You know what she's gonna do? Withhold that funky vagina that you get. I know all you married men don't get blowjobs. Oh, you married miserable fucks. You are a married miserable fuck. She don't even touch your little dick. You only get your dick sucked on Valentine's Day. It's eating you inside. You don't gotta listen. You don't have to say, "Oh, Darius, you look, your sex life is gonna go down." Cause she knows she don't gotta please you no more. What's the incentive? Tell me, please. What's the incentive? She already got what she wanted. You don't even get a sandwich made. You get no meal made. You get nothing. Only thing you get is a quiet storm. That's the only thing you get. You get hurt. Bottled up in you. It's all bottled up. You want to tell somebody, but you can't. Who you gonna tell? You gonna tell your friends? You made that decision. You gonna tell a family member? They don't care about that. You gonna tell her? You afraid of her. Whoever controls, whoever is afraid to speak their mind to the other person, that's who is in control. Or that's who the least is in control. She runs you. I know a lot of married men. I know a lot. Don't get it twisted. Their lives are boring. They go to a 9 to 5 they don't fucking like. Then they go home to a woman that doesn't even like them. That's some shit. He goes to a job he doesn't like. Then he goes home to a woman that doesn't even like him. What type of shit show is that? And a lot of men do go home to children that's not his. Just thought I fucked her first. It's better for you. Just stay single. It's better. Why not? Why not have peace? A lot of married men are jacking off. I've tweeted this before. I said single men get far more sex than married men. It's better this way. It's a lot of married men, man, who are miserable tonight. Some of you might be married. I know, give or take a few. Some of you might be in long-term relationships, and you know you're miserable. Just imagine being a slave to a vagina. Oh, because I know you don't even like her. You don't even like being around her. She's not funny. She's boring. Women are boring. They're not funny. You know they're not. See, here's the thing. You don't gotta lie to me. All you guys that lie to me say, "Well, I'm with her for companionship." She's boring. She's not fun. See, you know how I know women are boring and not fun? It's because they have to create drama so things can be fun. That's what it is. Women are not funny. Women are not exciting. So what they have to do is create drama. That's why when you're in a relationship, you know what happens? Everything is going right. This shit creates drama. And you're like, what the heck is going on? That's because she's not fun. She has no personality, so she has to create some shit. She has no personality. She's not exciting. She's not cool to be around. She's a miserable person. Matter of fact, she's not even human. They do have to compensate. This is why they cause drama. As a matter of fact, I start to think, what talent does a female actually have? Take away sex, you wouldn't even want her. Don't lie to me. You can't lie to me. Take away sex, you're not gonna want her. And if you say, well, that's not true, well, fuck you. Go put a broomstick up your ass and break it off. Empty. You know for a fact that if the woman said, hey, I'm not having sex for the rest of my life, you're gonna look at her and say, I'm going the opposite direction. And if you say, oh, I don't think, you lying. And I hope you go to hell for lying too. They can't dance, they can't cook, can't garden, refuse to iron, refuse to clean, can't sew. I had a guy tell me, he say, man, I live in another country. And he said the women are far better over here. I'm glad I'm not in America. I said, listen, you better appreciate it. You better appreciate it. Because today's women in America are trash. This is why a lot of you are hurting. This is why that quiet storm is building up. Because you know. See, it's one thing to not know anything. But when you know something is trash and not good, there's nothing you can do. You're done. It's trash. How can you fix something that's trash? See, here's the thing. I don't want anything that's subpar and trash. That's what a woman is. She's damaged goods. I don't want that. She's damaged. What do I get from a damaged good? Besides being more damaged. Now, a lot of you might say, Darius, you hate women. No, it's the truth. She's damaged. She's been programmed to be damaged. She's not being programmed to serve you. Better be at a discount. It's true, man. I agree. She is programmed to damage different men. This is why a lot of men become players and pimps, because they have given their all. No problem, Mr. Recco. See you. Trust, guys, if any troll will have any say anything, just it's better for you just not to say anything because you're gonna waste your fingers. I agree. This is why they want to be men so bad, because they know us men. Being a man is fun. Being a man is exciting. It's exhilarating. They're not creative. Makeup isn't creative. They want to be men so bad, but they can't. They want to fuck like us, man. They can't. I was downtown Chicago a couple weeks back, and I seen this Bush Dyke with this one kind of attractive, cute girl, and she's looking at me. I'm like, listen, little girl, you're not a man. Too many of these women want to be men. They want to be men so bad. Yeah. Butch lesbian. Butch Dykes. All in all, once you're done fucking with these women, you know you're going to be empty inside and wondering what's next. As a full-blown non-MGTOW channel, I can appreciate some of what MGTOW has to offer. Women hate themselves. We men are dominant. We don't wear makeup. It is crazy how the gender are switched and they still manipulate like we are on top. The fuck, they are winning through gaslighting. Yeah, it's true, of course. See, women are manipulative creatures by nature. So they're going to gaslight, they're going to trick, they're going to manipulate. They're going to do that to get things out of men. They're not just cerebrally far more smarter than us as far as manipulation, but they're far better at using their vagina to get things. So they just think about this. Imagine a creature that's able to manipulate you far better than you can ever imagine. She's able to play the victim to make it seem like you're the bad guy, and she's able to use what's between her legs to get shit from man. Jesus Christ, that's a Terminator. That is the Terminator right there. What can you do with that? That's something that's dangerous. Somebody say women will win this war. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know. That is the Terminator, Darius. I haven't read many comments in this rabbit hole series. I like to stay on topic. Imagine you own a house and a woman wants to rent a room, so you make her sign an agreement to pay her rent. You have her to sign an agreement. These are simps are going to just marry the sex bots. Women are winning now. All what happens is a foreign group of men put them in their place. My prediction is that these American women will commit suicide. See, without men, guys, do you know they rely on us so much? They rely on us for ego boosts, for attention, validation, and they rely on us for resources. We don't rely on women for any ego boost. Matter of fact, when's the last time you had a compliment from a woman? Some of y'all in fucking years. When the last time you had a woman pay all your bills and take care of everything? Never. So who needs who? They need us drastically. But what you men got to understand, you need to be able to see that. A lot of you don't realize that. You don't even see. You're just sitting there like, wow, this woman is a goddess. You don't even understand that she needs you for attention. I can go weeks and months without talking and fucking with a chick. A woman can't go 2 days. Do you understand that? She cannot go 2 fucking days, 2 business days without getting any sort of attention or talking about a guy or getting with a guy. I can go months, I can go years. It wouldn't bother me now. Hell, a lot of you haven't got complimented from a woman in years. I'm still alive. See, women can't fathom that. They can't. I agree, Omega L. Women can't delay gratification. They need us so bad, it's ridiculous. But a lot of you act like, wow, I need this woman. I need the sex. I need her so bad. You don't even see what you're capable of. Society has told you guys that you need a woman. She's beautiful. You should be in awe of her. She should be in awe of you. She's fat. She is a fat fuck. God damn, man. You guys don't see this shit? You guys are like, she is legit fat. Women overwhelmingly are far more obese than men. And you guys are worshiping these cows. Their attitude is horrible. And you are worshiping these things. They're entitled. And you are literally worshiping these creatures. How is that possible? How did things get this bad? She's fat. Does that not... oh, you know what? It's BBW now because you can't down her. I had an ex that was like a pog. Women want all the choices validated, no matter how ignorant or dangerous to themselves or society is. Yeah, it's fat acceptance. You guys gotta understand. Fat Awareness Month. It's so crazy how red pill has changed my outlook. It has. I love the red pill. I love going my own way. It's exciting. It's fun. I learn something new every single day. Of course, women will never hit the gym because there's always so many simps out there that will say, baby, you're beautiful. IUD stops them from bleeding so they forget they are women. There's literally a video of a beach land whale who couldn't get out of the water. There is, what about skinny women with fat lower bodies? Women ruin the business I don't know. Much love, peace, brother Darius. Shout out to Mr. Two Block. All you men in here who have supported, well, the very few have supported today. Much appreciated. Keep this thing going. Support me while I give you this work. While I support you and motivate you. Yes, I will be live tomorrow. This live stream will go on to Patreon. Hell, it's raining right now where I'm at. What am I going to do? I'm just going to sit and think. A lot of you guys should just sit and think. Think about your life. Think about your past, your present, and your future. Some of you can't even imagine a woman not in it.